Buongiorno. It's Dan the Pasta Man again. This time we're making Pignoli cookies. What are Pignoli cookies? They are an Italian cookie made with pine nuts and almond paste and sugar and egg whites, and that's basically it. There's like 5 ingredients. So my good friend Jamie Hudson from Houston, that's hard to say, gave me this idea. She loved these when she was a kid, and so I thought I'd make them for her, and they've become a pretty good hit. So now I'm making them for another good friend of mine, Dr. Craig Thompson, and I'm sure some will make it down to Houston to Jamie as well. Very sweet. What I'm doing right now, though, is it takes 1.5 pounds of almond paste, which you can find at pretty much any grocery store, and you gotta just kind of, it's a little stiff when you get it out of the package, so you kind of just gotta break it up, and we're gonna mix it with the sugar and the egg whites and the powdered sugar, excuse me, and we're going to mix it all up in our KitchenAid here, and then we're going to cook it 350 for about 15 to 20 minutes. It's very, very simple. You just make them into little balls, 2-inch balls, and dip them in the pine nuts, and you'll see that here very shortly. So there's no science to this. It's just breaking up the pieces. As always, if you want any recipes, you can always reach me at danthepastaman@gmail.com. You can also please sign up to my YouTube channel, Dan the Pasta Man, and we'd love to hear from you. So it's really nothing, as I said, nothing, what's the word I'm looking for? Nothing scientific here, just breaking this up, okay? Okay, now that's all in there, so now what we're going to do is we're going to, well, add most of the powdered sugar. Hopefully I didn't spill too much, because this almond paste is all over my hands, or my gloves. And the regular sugar. That's really all it is. And then the only liquid, you can call it that, is 4 egg whites. That is it. And it goes into the mixer. Put your usual blender on, blender blade on it. And then we always start slow. Usually I have powdered sugar all over the room by now, but somehow I don't. And then as it mixes, we increase speed. I usually use this mat when I'm making dough, or especially pastry dough. It's a very inexpensive mat I got off of Amazon. I forget how much it was, but it's nice because it's got the measure on it. You can tell how wide you need it, and it's also nice because some of the things we make are pretty sticky, and so it doesn't stick to your counter. Wish you could smell this right now. It smells amazing. Okay, and that's basically it. And then we're going to take this out. I always wear gloves just because it's easier. If I need to do anything, I can just take the gloves off rather than go wash my hands again. And also so that you know that it was made with some form of sanitation. This is very wet and sticky, this dough. So what you want to do now is roll it into a ball. About 2 inches. That looks about 2 inches. And then we roll it in the pine nuts. And then it should still resemble somewhat of a ball, which this one really doesn't. Smash it out a little bit. It's going to be too big, actually. So we'll make them smaller. And this is all you do, okay? It's just one after the other. I suppose you could get a scoop and do that as well, or instead. I almost always oversize the cookies. Doesn't really matter which ones I'm making. Yeah, those are big. So that's it. I mean, that's what it's all about. So we just do this. Roll them. I've got my oven preheated to 350 degrees. And as I said, they're going to cook for 15-20 minutes. Now, a smart man, and I am not one, who has a double oven, of which I do, would have heated up both ovens, but I didn't do that. So it's going to take a little longer than I had thought, or I may just heat the other oven once I take my gloves off. Through the magic of editing, I was able to preheat the oven. And I know what you're thinking, how do I know you didn't use your gloves? Take your glove off, because that's why I put the blue glove on. So just want you to know how seriously we take this stuff. Anyways, this is not rocket science, as I said. And so here you see the finished product. This is the Pignoli cookies. Until next time, ciao.